Hello everyone, welcome to Wicked West Books. My name is Meg West, and it is time for Orilium. I am so ready this year for the Magical Readathon. I am so ready. I have dedicated more time to the Magical Readathon than I ever have in the past, and I am so excited for it. Even the little man is excited. Not really, but he's cute. So as you can see down in the corner of the screen, I made a brand new reading journal just for Magical Readathon. That's all I'm going to be putting in this book. And I want to go over a couple of things that I put in here. It might be a bit small in the corner, but it's time. It is time, and this time I'm going to have this character that I will follow throughout the entire thing. I have filled out the character sheet. We are doing a God-Seer run. I am Elytrian. I think I marked Urban, but I'm going to change that to Wilding for reasons. I am a novice, and there was an alignment on my day of birth. My conduit is my spellbook. I am an archivist, and I follow Asra, which is the goddess of dawn and new beginnings. Now, because I am Elytrian, I do come from Dark Meadow, which is all underground. I'm not very good at being friends with people. I'm not the nicest of people. I don't like people. It's really what it comes down to. But this is about new beginnings. So we started with the year that we are going through and the books for the adventure, and then we got a note that we get to go to Orilium. And in this letter was the different callings that interest me, so I have them all printed out for later and I can pick them. And I did pick out the one that I am doing for this year. I have the syllabus and the Legend of Dia, which is going to play heavily into this year's theme for this semester. And I am going for the first year of God-Seer. So I have a page here where I can take notes if I want to. I will give each class its own kind of page later on. And as you can see, I do have some of these prompts filled, but I want to go through them as it is, and there's two that are missing that I want to do here on film so that we have a full syllabus for the spring semester. So for the first prompt is astronomy, and that is to pick a book based off of a zodiac recommendation. I picked the one that was posted by Katie Colson, and this is what she had to say about my zodiac sign.
Leos are born between July 23rd and August 22nd, and they are ruled by none other than the sun. That's right, the biggest and brightest star that represents identity, vitality, and creativity. Literally, Leos are the nexus that all other planets, all other signs revolve around. So, of course, they're the loudest, they're the brightest, they're talented, they're confident, they're loud and brave.
I am going to be reading A Curious Beginning by Deanne Raybourn. I know very little about this book, except that it's about a lepidopterist, and I've been having a great time with the Emily Wilde books, and as well as with... I didn't put those books away. Behind it is the Natural History of Dragons series, so someone who studies butterflies seems like it's going to be a really fun book and right up my alley to read. The next one on here is Inscription, which is to write down 3 book titles on pieces of paper. We are going to shake them up. I wrote them down a few days ago and have shaken them up. I have genuinely no idea which book is on which piece of paper, but whichever one we pick is going to be the book that I read now. So I'm just going to shake them up, and whichever one lands further from the other 2. Just barely is this one. So I will be reading The Queen's Weapons by Anne Bishop. This is the second book in a trilogy that is in the Black Jewels series by Anne Bishop, and it is a book that I own on Audible. And it's one that I've been meaning to read, but some of my favorite characters from earlier in the series have become less favorite in this new trilogy. so that's why I've been delaying reading it. But next month, the next prompt on this list is Restoration, a book that breaks a reading slump. I'm going to be reading Blood Air by Alana Andrews. I love their work. Husband and wife duo, they write fantastic urban fantasy series together, and this is one that takes place in the Kate Daniels world that I just have not read yet. And I know that if I was in a reading slump, that would break it. Alana Andrews is fantastic. Prompt number 4 is Conjuration, and for this one, we get to spin a color wheel. So we have up here a color wheel. I hope that there's no glare. The way that I'm recording, I cannot see myself, but we shall go with it anyway. And I'm gonna spin the color wheel. And we get black. So primarily black. Primarily black as a cover. I kind of want to pick down here from my TBR shelf and get something physically off this TBR shelf this month. So I'm gonna have a quick look and I'm gonna see what I come up with. I could change it to something else. This is not the first one that caught my eye, but I'm gonna pick Everland by Wendy Spinelli. This is a book that I got signed a few years ago and I have not read it yet. I think I actually got this before the pandemic, so it's been sitting down there for a long time. It is a Peter Pan retelling. Obviously, it's a little bit steampunk. I don't know too much more than that, but the primary color on this book is definitely going to be black. And it's one that I've been meaning to pick up anyway, so this is going to be my Conjuration pick. The next class that I have to take is Demonology. Demonology is to read a book that you don't own. You didn't buy it, it wasn't bought for you, you don't physically own it. This book is available at my library, and it's one that's I've been wanting to read this year. Book 2 also comes out next month, so it's the perfect time to read this for this readathon. And that is The Daughters of Izdihar by Hadir Elspy. I just know, the only thing I know about this book series is that it uses Egyptian mythology as like the background for it, and it is a duology, and that's it. That's all I know, and I want it. I want the duology, so I will be checking out book 1 from the library, and then when book 2 comes out, I will own the duology because I plan to buy them both, but for the moment, I do not own this book. The next class that I have to take is Lore, and for this, G has set up a very fantastic little event around the legend of Dia, which apparently was read in one of the past semesters. I did not participate during that, so I don't know, but I have it printed out and I will read it, and I think she said that there's going to be kind of like a pick your path that goes along with this, so I will be participating in that, and I look forward to it. And for my final class that I have to take for the spring semester is Psionics and Divination, for which I have to create a prediction bingo. For this prompt, I will be reading The Sunlit Man by Brandon Sanderson. I have not read 3 out of the 4 secret projects yet, so it's time to knock one off the list, and this is the one that I'm most excited about because of the high Kashmir connectivity and the fact that so many people seem to dislike this book so much. They really do. So I am looking forward to reading it and seeing what is inside this beautiful world, and I will finish. I don't have it finished as the time of recording this, but at the time of editing this, I will have finished my prediction bingo, and you can see it here. I will be making a plainer version to print out and put into my reading journal for this month, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this entire thing. This coming weekend, I will be doing a photo shoot in the woods in full costume, so if you want to see me dressed up as my Orilium character outside, please follow my Instagram. It is always linked down below. I'm trying to grow all of my socials a little bit, so if you're interested in seeing more from me, it's always linked down below. I put a lot of work into the reading journal, and I plan to get a lot of use out of it over the next couple of years because I really just want to build it and at the end have a journal that doesn't shut correctly. That is my ultimate goal for that reading journal. And I look forward to really playing the character of Akadi through Orilium and just having a firm background, a character whose lore can grow with each semester that goes, and I'm so looking forward to excuses of buying new costume pieces. Truly. But that is going to be it for this video. Give me a like down below, comment if you are participating in Orilium, and let me know what guild you belong to. Let's just really have fun with this together. Have a wicked day.